Well, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times with Scar here, bringing you another super awesome Minecraft episode. And in today's episode, we will start a new project today, and that is the roller coaster project. But there is a lot of infrastructure work we must complete before we start our roller coaster, and that is we need a way to get over to our area where we're working. So what we're going to do in these next few episodes is build an amazing suspension bridge, loosely based off the new San Francisco Bridge, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. So let's get started. Alright, welcome down to the mainland, and of course, welcome back to Scarland. And as you know, we have completed our house building project finally. As you can see, it's all completed and looking good down there, but now we are to wave goodbye and head off into a new direction and start a new project. And that is the larger roller coaster project, which involves quite a few things to get to that point where we can start to work on the roller coaster. I've been working very hard on flattening the land, as you can see out in the distance, and we need a way to get out there besides this little dirt trail. We need a grand bridge, and that's what we're going to work on. So what we're going to do in this first episode is we're going to start from here, from this block, and we are going to go 112 blocks all the way to the end there. And we're going to base everything off of that measurement here. I built just a little starting point right here. So off of the cobble here, just 2 out. And then this bridge will be, I believe, 5 wide. So it'll be pretty big. All right. So we are just going to grab on here and we're going to bring this pillar out all the way across and make sure everything is completely measured out correctly, because this is kind of everything is going to be based off of this measurement of 112. So let's see here. So I made sure I, kind of went over everything, made sure I got most of the dimensions ready, because one of the criticisms of my videos is I never give the dimensions very well or don't spell them out very clearly. So I'm trying to work on that, trying to do a little bit better about that. And one thing I noticed is this is going to take 164 pieces of quartz. Now I have a few ways to kind of go around that a little bit, to try and kind of, skimp a little bit for the underwater portion where we build the pillars. I think we're going to use a bit of wool for that part, so we don't have to use as much down there. But I think we're going to have to use a little bit more than 164 pieces. I think we're going to be closer to 180 or 185. It's not bad. It's really not that bad. It's really not that much. And I think that's pretty good investment for the quartz. All right, so we're just about here, and we should be just about here. And once we get that done, then we can start to build this thing up. Just wanted to make sure we thoroughly looked at this and make sure all the dimensions were correct. And there we go. So should be stopping right about there. Should be stopping. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I got one more. All right, there we go. Perfect. So as you can see, this land is very beautiful, as we can see up in the mountains up there, the little waterfall coming down. Looks pretty darn cool. And yeah, so I think this bridge will look really nice out here. It'll really give the area kind of a really cool little visual thing that you can look at. I think it'll be pretty darn awesome. Okay, so I'm going to do this one, and I'll be right back. Gertrude! No, it's Gertrude! Gertrude left a long time ago, and there she is. Oh, hello, Gertrude. I thought I lost you forever. Yeah, come on over here. Good girl. Oh, I'm going to have to saddle that old pig up. All right, so let me finish this one, and I'll be right back. All right, there we go. As the sun's setting, we're going to probably have some mob problems on these stretches here. But yeah, there we go. We've got that all kind of complete along here. We have some of the base structure built. And of course, over here, we've got that kind of set up there. And then I'm going to build up the ground in our landscaping videos under here to make it kind of look like a little peninsula area. We're going to cut that out, make a bay across here, and make some cliffs on here. I think it's going to all come out really nice. I want to do kind of a nice video where we kind of go over everything that's going on in Scarland. We look at the roller coaster, we look at some of the other projects. So definitely let me know if you guys want to see that video in the future, where I go over even the little projects that's in other areas of the land. So definitely let me know if you want to see that type of video, or if you just want me to continue doing what I'm doing. All right, so we're just going to cut that out, and we're just going to start to fill this in down here. Apparently I only had 2 blocks. So we're just going to start to fill this in like here. There we go. All right, good. I think everything's going pretty well so far. And this is kind of a big milestone day for me, actually. Today is 1 year since my last surgery. And I can't say it was the last time I've been in the hospital. Still had to go a few more times, but at least it's been a year since I've had to have any surgeries or anything along those lines. So that's pretty good. It's kind of a big milestone, actually, that I've been able to stay pretty well this year. Haven't had, too many really bad things. Like 2012 was quite the year, and this year has been pretty good so far, all things considered. Haven't had to go into the hospital. Had to go to the hospital a lot for tests and doctor's appointments and things of that nature, but for the most part, I'm not sitting in the hospital for 2 weeks straight, and all that stuff that happened in 2012 really put a hinder on my channel. I wanted to be here making videos and doing awesome stuff, but no. So at least this year has been a pretty good year so far, and that's good. Let's keep it that way. And of course, we're going to run some of these slabs across here, and we'll just run those across here like so, and then you guys can kind of see how this will all work. So we'll have this really nice wide bridge, and then we'll have these amazing suspension towers that will lead up there, running their cables down to here, and it'll look really nice. We're going to use light gray wool for the suspension cables, and then of course quartz will be main tower. And the design for this particular thing was loosely inspired off of the Bay Bridge, the new Bay Bridge that they're building on the Oakland side of the bay. And it looks pretty cool. Once the bridge is now that's complete, it's a little bit different than I thought it was going to look. So that's why I say now it's loosely based, because I saw it half completed. And so that's why it's now loosely based, because it doesn't quite look like it. And I've added a few of my own little ideas here or there. So there we go. All right. So we're just going to continue this, cutting away at our old wood bridge and filling this in. I also recently went down underwater here and carved out the ground so it'd make it look a little bit deeper. As you can see down there, it used to be pretty much only about 2 to 3 blocks deep, but I took out all the sand and a good layer of the dirt. It also is a really good way for you guys to get resources without, kind of destroying your landscape of your world, is to dig into the ocean. If you have, a torch, and maybe even get real fancy and have one of those enchanted helmets, you can really go to town down there and get a lot of resources and not destroy the look of your land. And so I really like that little strategy. It works really well throughout Scarland. I wish I would have done that sometimes in the beginning time, because I have a few sand pits that I've removed all the sand and it looks incredibly ugly. But it's still necessary sometimes to go in and just completely level a sand biome to get all the sand. But if you can, go under the ocean and take it out, because it doesn't destroy the land. It looks good that way. All right, just continuing this along, and let me just finish up this and I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. And look at this platform we've got built. That is great. The little platform. This is like a 20 Minecraft person's bridge across here. So we're just about finished here, and let's just finish up this last portion, and then we'll have this all wrapped up. So I think this is coming around pretty good. I think this will add so much visual interest for not a lot of resources and not a lot of time, because it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It's got really high towers, and I think it'll add a lot of really cool kind of visual interest leading to the roller coaster, and I think that'll be pretty cool. Still stuck on the roller coaster in a few areas. I was playing around in creative mode, trying to mess around with some redstone contraptions and stuff, and I don't know, I'm stuck on a few areas of the station. I have a kind of a plan for how I want to do it, because what I would love is to have a queue, and the queue, as you're walking through it, so a queue, a line, so say at Disneyland, you're waiting for Indiana Jones and you wander through the temple, or you're waiting for, I'm trying to think if something has a switchback. A switchback is just like a boring queue that just switches back and forth, and those are my least favorite queues. And trying to do something has a little bit of a theme to it, so I need to come up with a theme maybe for the actual roller coaster. And so actually, I'm getting way off point. What I'm trying to say is, in the queue, I want you to hit a pressure plate, and the pressure plate will dispatch, a mine car. So I'm trying to come up with how, the mine car will work, how it'll get to the station. And I don't know, I'm just a little bit stuck at the moment. I have it work. It actually works, but it doesn't look good. I mean, there's like a dumb piston that pushes the mine car, and it's just, I don't know. It's just not exactly 100% how I want it yet. So I'm still working on the final design for it. Really, the station is the only thing that's causing me trouble, because I want it to be able to be pretty much fully automated. You get in the queue, you walk over a pressure plate, and it pretty much sets everything in motion for your ride. I think it'll be really fun when it's done, and it's a good challenge. Sometimes it's good to be super challenged. Okay, there we go. Got that complete. And let's just finish up our little half slabs here and be just about complete. And I think this thing is coming around quite splendid. Let's see, let's knock that out. There we go. So a lot of this project's going to be a lot of repetitive, like what we're doing right now. So why don't you guys in the comments tell me some things you guys want me to talk about. So if I can't come up with any, interesting discussions or topics to talk about, let me know what you guys want me to talk about. If you have something you want me to talk about, like a particular thing or maybe a story or something like that, definitely let me know what you guys want me to talk about, because in the roller coaster project, there's going to be a ton of placing blocks, just like block after block. And to keep that interesting, definitely let me know what you guys want me to talk about, because I would love to hear your guys' opinion. I like to try to bring you guys into the build as much as possible, with, giving you guys choices of different designs and stuff. But if you guys had the option to kind of pick sometimes what I want to talk about, that would be really cool if you guys gave me some suggestions. There we go. Coming across here and finish there. And voila, we now have an awesome deck for our crossing the oceans needs. So we're going to build some amazing towers that will lead up into the sky, and then some suspension cables going down, holding it all up. And well, guys, this has been Good Times with Scar. I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos, and if you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And in today's episode, we will be touring the house building project. It has finally come to a completion, and we can now tour the land and see all the changes that we have been working on for quite some time, all 34 episodes. As you can see, there's our house and our greenhouse and our pool, the Scarland transportation system, and all the changes that we've made to the terrain around this area.